Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Sporty and Chick. I have a lot planned out for you guys today. I'm going to be telling you a little about the history of EPL, a little about the history of FPL, and also I'm going to help you. I'm going to teach you how to sign up on the Fantasy Premier League mobile app. I promise this is going to be the best 5 minutes, this best few minutes of your time. I know some persons have wondered what FPL is, and that is why I am here today. I'm going to be telling you about FPL and how you can sign up and what it really entails. But before that, let's get into EPL and what EPL is about. So the EPL, the English Premier League, was founded in 1992 and replaced the First Division as the top professional league of football in England. Now this league consists of 20 teams that plays 38 matches each season. The team with the most points in a season is crowned the champion at the end of the season, and there is only one team that has gone unbeaten throughout a season in the English Premier League since 1992 when it was founded. Do you know what that thing is? Do you know what the name of that team is? Can you? Let's go. Okay, so the first 20 teams that started this flight of English football, that started the English Premier League, were Arsenal, Aston Villa, Blackburn Rovers, Chelsea, Coventry City, Ipswich Town. I think it was Ipswich Town, Leeds United, Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, Middlesbrough, Norwich, Nottingham Forest, Oldham Athletic, Queen's Park Rangers, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, and Southampton, who surprisingly were relegated in this last season, that just ended, 2022-2023 season, and Southampton got relegated. Now, so FPL simply translates to Fantasy Premier League. This is one of my favorite parts about football. It was founded in 2002. And it is basically an online game where participants are allowed to set up their dream teams using real life players to set up their dream teams, and then manage the team and score points based on players' performance in real life. And so you set up your team, you pick players from different teams. You pick players from Arsenal, from City, from United, from Norwich. You pick them, you set up your own team of 15 players. You set up your team of 15 players, 11 playing real time, and then 4 on your bench. And at the end of the game week, you get points based on each performance of each player that you selected. So since its inception in 2002, it has become a favorite pastime for football lovers. And guess what? It is free to play. It is free. You do not pay to play FPL. That is the best part of everything. Now, this can be confusing because some persons actually pay, but the game is free on the app. It's free on the website. To make it more interesting, to make it more what's the word? To actually try to bond people, so just bring people together. There is a part where you can create mini leagues amongst family, amongst friends, and compete against each other. That is literally the best part, hands down. I'm not even going to lie. I enjoy that part. So in creating mini leagues, you guys can put a price tag to what the winner gets at the end of the season. So that is where the monetary part comes in. So when you join, automatically there is the overall league, there is a league for the team you actually support, there is the league for your country, the country you register with. There's a league for your country. There's a league for the overall, like every single person that plays FPL. There is team for your league for your team, and then the mini leagues that you can join. So these mini leagues could be classic and it could be head to head. Now what differentiates both of them is that the classic league collates your points per season. So let's assume that each game week you get 20 points for 38 game weeks. After it's multiplied, I'm not going to multiply that for you, but after it's multiplied, your total points is what puts you up on the leaderboard. So for classic league, whatever points you get each week gets collated and then determines your position on the leaderboard. But for head to head, it is me against you, you against them. That's just how it works. So for head to head, the computer generates each team to play against each other. The person with the best team wins, and that takes you up the leaderboard. Why do I keep saying leaderboard? It takes you up the leaderboard. It takes you up the leaderboard. Okay, so let's run through it again, right? To create your team, you're going to have to select 15 players. 15. You know, for a normal game of football, you have 11 players playing on the field per team. So you're going to have to select 15 players. Those 15 players, 11 are going to be your main playing humans. Let me put it that way. Are going to be the main players, and then 4 persons are going to be on your bench. So in a case where someone in your first team doesn't play, the other person from your bench goes in for that person. Do you understand? That's how it works. Very, very simple. Honestly, it's very simple and stress-free. So what I'm going to So in selecting your team, you're going to have to select a captain and a vice captain. Now, what this does for your team is, when you select a captain, whatever points your captain gives you is doubled. So let's say you have Antonio that plays for West Ham as your captain, and Antonio gives you 10 points for that week, right? Your points automatically becomes 20. So that is what the captain armband gives to you. So in a case where your captain doesn't play the game, the person that you gave your vice captain armband to takes the double points. Easy, right? Now, over the years, FPL has actually evolved to the point where you now have chips that makes this playing the game more lively, or makes it more entertaining. You have the Wildcard chip, you have the bench boost chip, you have the triple captain chip, you have the free hit. I think that's all. I'm just going to go ahead and explain what this chip actually gives you. But before then, I'm going to have to break it down for some persons. Now, at the beginning of each season, you're giving 100 million as your startup budget. Now, when buying players, each player has their price tag. So you could see Haaland for 15 million, you could see another player for 5 million, you could see another player for 3 million. So they are valued based on their contribution to football at this current stage, and you have to work within that budget. Now, once you've been able to set your team for the first week, once you've set your team, subsequently you're allowed only one free transfer. So let's say you set up your team and you suddenly feel like there are 3 persons in your team that you no longer want. My guy, if you transfer more than one player, you are going to take hit points, and by hit points I mean minus points. So let's say you sell you have just one free transfer, and then you transfer 2 players, you're getting -4. So 4 away from your total points is what you get for that week. Transfer more than one player, you're getting hit, and most of the time it affects your head-to-head league majorly, because imagine playing in a league and then your opponent is doing okay, and let's just assume that at the end of that week your opponent beats you with 1 point just because you took it. Now, I'm not discouraging you to take hits because several persons take hits. I have taken hits countless times, but you have to be strategic. You have to be strategic about it. Don't just wake up and take hits. That's why from the first team you're setting, you have to know what you are doing. You have to know what you're doing. Now, these chips that you get, the wild cards, the bench boost, the triple captain, and the free hits, what it does is that it enables you to switch up your team. Like for wildcard now, when you activate your wildcard, you're allowed to change your team completely. Sorry, I had to check if my mic was working. When you activate your wildcard, you're allowed to change your team completely without any hit points. You get? Now, for free hits, the difference between free hits and wildcard is if you use wildcard, you can change completely. You can change your team completely, and that is how your team remains. Now, for free hits, you can change your team completely for just that week. So if you have 15 players already for this week, and then you feel like for next week, there's something they call blank game week. So in that blank game week, in real life, some teams are not going to be playing that week. So you might want to buy players from other teams and not necessarily change your team. There and then you use your free hits. Or let's say there are double game weeks where a team has more than one game for that game week. It is recorded as one game week, and then you want to have those players playing from double game week. That way you activate your free hits, you get the players, and then after that week your team goes back to how it was before you used the free hits. So note the difference between wildcard and free hits. For wildcard, you change your team, you've changed it. For free hit, you change your team, it changes for just 1 week and goes back to how it was the other week, the previous week. Now, for triple captain, I've already said it. Your captain band gives that player double points. If you activate your triple captain, it gives the player times 3. You multiply the points. It multiplies the points times 3. So let's say you have Antonio again, and then Antonio has 10 points, and then in your usage of triple captain, instead of 20 points, Antonio will give you 30 points. That is the difference between the normal captain band and then the triple captain. Now for bench boost simply means you're getting points for that game week for all of your 15 players, both the 11 playing in your main team and then the extra 4 that are sitting casually on your bench. You get points for 2 goalkeepers, you get points for all of your defenders, all of your midfielders, and all of your attackers. Now, let's move on to how points are calculated in FPL. Now, for points calculation, you get points for goals scored, assists made, clean sheets made, your bonus points, and then saves. Now, for saves, this applies basically to goalkeepers. When a player hits the ball in real life and then the goalkeeper now saves and it's Jonathan, so you get save points for your goalkeepers. Now, for clean sheets, this applies to both defenders and goalkeepers. The goalkeeper did not concede any goal. Let me say goalkeeper did not concede goal. They did not score the goalkeeper. Jonathan, like if you are the game, is it that the goalkeeper side won or the game ended goalless? So they did not score the goalkeeper. Same thing with defenders. Defenders are supposed to defend against goals. And so somebody's running into a box 18. That's square box. That's box where the goalkeeper usually is. Somebody's running inside. Somebody's running in, and then a a defender is there, and the defender come over and the goal enters. The defender has conceded. He's not getting clean sheet. The goalkeeper too is not getting clean sheet. Clean sheet simply means they should not score your team. So when you are setting your FPL, When you are setting your FPL, look for goalkeepers that you know can fly. Sorry, I was joking. When you're setting your FPL, look for goalkeepers that you know are really good. Invest in your goalkeepers, invest in your full team, or spend your money wisely, because you cannot spend more than the budget FPL has given you. For football, you know that the major persons that are supposed to score goals are those they call the forwards, or the strikers, or the attackers. You could use different words: the forwards, the attackers, the strikers. Those are major players for goals. Those are the major people that are supposed to score goals. So when they score goals and they are part of your FPL team, you get 4 points. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 points for each goal that a forward. For each goal that a forward, striker or attacker actually scores, you get 4 points. Now, for midfielders, you see those center people, yeah, those people in the middle. You see when a football game wants to start, you see how they arrange themselves. There's some people in the back near the main. Let's say Arsenal is playing now. The people near Ramsdale when the game wants to start, and then the people in the middle, and then the people in front. The people in front. The people in the middle, those are midfielders. Like let's use example for Arsenal. Let's just use Odegaard. Xhaka has actually left now, so but then legend. Yes, Partey. Those are midfielders. When these people score, you get 5 points. For each goal they score in a game, you get 5 points. Now, defenders. These people, they're not supposed to be scoring goals. They're not supposed to be scoring goals. Their work is to stop goals from entering into their own goalpost. Do you understand? So when they now move, when they now tasonson, when they now go forward and they actually score, you get 6 points. In your FPL, yes, you get 6 points. And there are defenders that do very well. You see Alexander-Arnold. Since I started playing FPL, I think I've had that guy in my team like subsequently. Other than this last season when it was a bit shaky and I had to invest in other defenders, I've had him for quite a while. So yes, that is how the points are being distributed for goals. Now bonus points. You see the people that made more impact in a game, in that football game. Let's say like Man City and Liverpool is playing, and then Gundogan just goes forward, scores 1, scores 2, scores 3. Yeah, he's taking the 3 bonus. I think maximum bonus points right there, because the goals that he scored made a difference in the game. Now it doesn't have to be multiple goals, right? It could just be 1 goal. It could be a game that was at a deadlock for a period, and then somebody comes on and the person just changes everything in a second. Maximum bonus point. It could even be a defender that every single ball that is going to his own box 18 is being blocked by him. He gets bonus points. So the bonus points are 3. You get they're like 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. And then 1. Has to be key to this part. 3, 2, 1. So you could have more players sharing a particular bonus point. So you could have 2 persons from 2 different teams or from the same team having the maximum bonus points, and you could have them splitting and all of those. Now, we've come to the part that I know most persons are waiting for. How do you sign up on FPL? How do you sign up? I'm going to show you exactly how to sign up. In fact, I'm going to sign up right in front of you so you see that it is stress-free, it is easy, and you can easily just follow the same steps that I'm going to put out to set up your own team.
After downloading the Premier League app from your App Store or Play Store,
simply click on create an account, fill in your first name, your last name, and an email address. For an email address, you have to use an email address that is active because you'd need to verify your account afterwards. So you have to use an email address that you can actually access. And then password. For passwords, you have to your password has to include at least 8 characters, a mix of uppercase and lowercase characters, at least 1 number, and at least 1 special character. So here's me struggling to figure out the right password. After that, to move on to gender. Are you male? Are you female? Are you unspecified? I chose unspecified. Date of birth, and then country. For country, selecting a country is not just about picking a country, it's also the country you'll be registered under. So you have to literally use your country, and I am from Nigeria, so I am looking for Nigeria on this list. Nigeria, yes, there you have it. A phone number. Now this is optional, you can either use a phone number or not use it. And there you have it. Okay, I made a mistake with my date of birth, so just switch. Mind you, this is a demo account. And then moving on to selecting my favorite club, I'm using Bournemouth for this example, so Bournemouth it is. Select email preferences, and then go ahead to agree to terms and conditions, and there you have it. Thank you for registering. Now we're going to move on to our email, so as to verify our email address. So we're going to go over to our email to confirm our email address. Click on activate account, and there you have it. Your email address is confirmed. Moving back to the app, I'm going to pick a team, and my team name is going to be The Gospel. I'm going to use The Gospel for this demo. So The Gospel, select, and for the purpose of this, I am going to just autocomplete because of time. So top right corner, click on autocomplete, and then the app selects players for you. So it selects players for you, and there you have it. Team selected. Congratulations. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you how to swap your team from your bench to your main team and whatnot. So here I am making Salah my captain, and I am going to be swapping Regulion for Laporte. After that, I'm going to swap Haaland for Mount, and I'm going to make Haaland my vice captain. So this is how the team looks like. I'll just confirm at the top right. Always remember to confirm, because if you don't, your corrections will not be saved. Also, let's quickly look at transfers, how to actually transfer. So you select a player, and then you have to select another player that is either worth the same amount or a lesser amount. As long as you have the money in the bank, you can buy any player that you want. So it's quite simple. Go through the list of players, select one, swap the one you want, and you are ready. You're practically set to go. So here I transferred out 2 players, and I transferred in 2 players. And that's it. And with that, I hope that I have been able to show you that signing up on FPL is easy. It's easy. If you've not played FPL before, this is your sign to actually start. Get into it. Have fun. The competition itself, the fact that you have to play against people you know and people you do not know, is fun. It brings more excitement than football itself. Imagine something that brings more excitement than just watching football. Honestly, Football is exciting on its own, but you see FPL, play FPL and thank me later. Before we go, I am going to leave you with a fascinating fact. That is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be ending every single episode with a fascinating fact about EPL, FPL, or football in general. So today, I'm going to leave you with a fascinating fact about EPL. Did you know that the English Premier League is the most watched football league in the world and is broadcasted in over 200 countries? Did you know? Well, now you know. If you have not subscribed to my channel at this point, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you are missing. Take it from me. Now, do the needful. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share to your friends. You never know who would need these tips. And stay tuned for more. Don't forget, turn on your post notifications. Bye for now.